All right. Welcome back, everyone, to Total Nonstop Impact Talk for Impact fans right here on the YouTube channel and the Twitch and wherever you folks get your podcast audio worldwide. To my left, you're the other way. I'm so used to do it. Never mind. We got Alicia. Damn it. We got Alicia in the house here.
It's me. I'm here.
How are you doing, Alicia?
I'm wonderful.
Good. I think I'm used to doing directions for one show, and then I gotta switch them for the other show. I think that's what threw me off.
Got too many shows.
Too many shows, right? I'm dropping this one. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. Welcome to the show. Make sure you guys are smashing that like button, smash that sub button, ring that bell for notifications. I noticed we just got a few more subs after the live reaction. That's always great to see, especially with the numbers we got tonight. That makes me feel good. So I always said if the numbers stayed up for the live reaction, I'll keep doing them. So guess what? I'm going to keep on doing them. So so let us sound off in the chat. Let us know who's here. We got a few people in the chat. We got Dr. Gerbs here with the $20 holla. Thank you, brother. Mad for Cat, you already know. Check out Cannonball Cola, dark caramel soda, scent of Jeff Cannonball. All proceeds, now this is the important part, folks, because this is something he and I talked about earlier. All proceeds from this product go to aid him in his fight against ALS. Congrats to him being entered into the Hardcore Hall of Fame. Also, in the description of this video, like we always have, Chris Bay's GoFundMe down there. We also now have, I don't know how long I'm going to keep. I'll keep it in there for a few weeks. It seems like his numbers are doing pretty good. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll take it a week at a time and see the process. But if you want to help out someone in the Hardcore Hall of Fame, Mr. Jeff Cannonball, that GoFundMe link is in the description of the video as well. So, and if you can't donate, like I always say, share it in your socials because you never know who's going to see it. So much love to everyone involved. You're welcome, Dr. Gerbs. You're welcome. Eric Isaacs in the chat. What's up? Can't wait for tomorrow. Yeah, this is it's kind of nutty. It's kind of nutty, I'm telling you, Alicia, because I feel like we just had a weekend like this where there's like multiple shows in one weekend, and this weekend really is no different. We've got Against All Odds on tomorrow night, Friday night. We've got what the hell is it called? The Stars Collide. No, it's called something. I forget what it's called. Something Collide. That's the AAA WWE show. That's on earlier in the day.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, that looks like it's all part of their new partnership. So cool. They got a lot of people from the WWE wrestling, people from AAA. So that's going to be pretty exciting. And then Saturday night is going to be Money in the Bank. So, yeah, this is a loaded few days of stuff. Worlds collide. What did I say? I don't know what the hell I said. Anyways, thank you, Critical Sting.
That's hilarious.
Shopping carts collide. I don't know. Worlds collide. Thank you, Critical Sting. Appreciate it. So yeah, and and I'm unfortunately not going to be around tomorrow night. I gotta work.
Uh-huh.
So I will not be reviewing said show
Yeah.
against all odds. I'll kind of I'll try to message Bill and see if he's up for doing it from like his hotel room or something.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'll try and make a cover up for it. Are you going to be around tomorrow night, Alicia?
No.
No, you're not.
I'm trying to move, bro. No way.
That's right. That's right. All right. All right. Well, we'll see what Front Row Bill can do. We'll see. No promises. If not, we'll try to do it on another day. We'll see. But I will be around Saturday night for Money in the Bank. That's going to be exciting. I actually have off Saturday night, so we'll see. Loaded weekend. All right. Let's get into some news. This is straight from the old news page of TNAWrestling.com. It looks like we got another banger of a knockouts match for this week's Explosion.
Mm-hmm.
We got Zaya Brookside and Lei Ying Lee versus Harley Hudson and Myla Grace, excuse me. So definitely looking forward to that. Looks like Harley Hudson and Myla Grace are really starting to take the knockouts division by storm. Great to see. So go check that out. You either see it on TNA Plus on Fridays or wait till Tuesday if you don't have TNA Plus and just catch it on the old TNA YouTube. There's a new Pride collection for those celebrating Pride Month.
Happy Pride.
Yeah, happy Pride Day. And so there's
a Pride Month.
Pride, yeah, Pride Month.
Day.
Well, someone in the chat earlier was saying Happy Pride Day. So is there like an official like day to kick off the month?
I'm sure there's a day in June. Like I guess it just depends on whatever that riot happened. That I don't have the dates on me. I'm not a date person, but whatever day that happened on would be what would be the day, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I should do my homework on that.
Okay.
But it's the month. We celebrate the whole month.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But nonetheless, yes. Happy Pride Month, everyone. And so if you care to do so, you can go to the TNA shop, and there's a whole new TNA Pride collection going on there. Shirts, shorts, all sorts of stuff. Cute stuff. All right. And then last but not least on the news side of things, and we'll go over the whole Against All Odds card at the end of the show. We'll run down the card.
Yeah.
There's going to be, I just saw this. This is weird. So Saturday night, this isn't part of the thing tomorrow. What is this? There's a DJ challenge set for TNA Wrestling in Tempe, Arizona this Saturday. I thought the event was tomorrow. Looks like DJ challenge has been confirmed for the TNA live event on Saturday, June 7th at Mullet Arena on the campus of Arizona State University, Tempe, Arizona. DJ Ocho from Latino Mix 100.3 will manage one TNA star, while DJ Axel Gilbrand from Que Buena 105.9 and 105.1, seems like they got the odds-on advantage right there, will manage the opposing wrestler. Bragging rights are on the line in the ring and on the air in the local market. For tickets to TNA's shows Friday and Saturday. Oh, they're doing tapings on Saturday. Duh, my bad. I'm like, what is going on Saturday? It's the that's the following day tapings. The special Against All Odds is Friday. The tapings is Saturday. So okay, sorry, I lost a few brain cells on that one apparently. So there you go. Looks like there's some extra fun activities going on, which is it's like part of the community. Music's a huge part of the community. I love music. This music may not be my cup of tea, but it sounds like a very fun event. So there you go. We'll have to see if DJ Bill gets up on the turntables for this event. And
I saw Bill this weekend.
Oh yeah,
we saw him at the 2300 arena for the Battleground Championship Wrestling show.
How did that go?
That was fun. We were like a row or two behind him.
I saw the videos you took. That was cool.
Yeah.
Casey Navarro and other stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was a bunch of people. It was cool.
Who else was there from TNA or anyone that we might know?
I guess that depends.
I
don't think anybody from TNA. I know that they. God, thinking off the top of my head, Danny Mo's performed for TNA a couple times.
Okay.
I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I was a little tipsy that night, so it's a bit of a blur.
Oh, you had a few adult beverages. I hear you.
Yes, a few.
Yeah, well, you've been busting your ass. You deserve it.
I deserved it.
That's right.
I worked hard. I don't know. You could go look at the card. It was Original Sin is the show we went for, but it was really fun. We left before the last two matches, I want to say, only because it was starting to run a bit late and we had to be up early to meet in the Rockaway Mall parking lot for the Mets party bus at 10 in the morning the next day. So
wow.
Yeah, it was a very busy weekend with not a lot of sleep and a bit of a hangover. So
nice. Dr. Gerbs in the chat says JCW Women's Champ.
That would be Danny Mo.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like if you saw her, you'd recognize her. I'm trying to think. There were people. I know that they had Jinder Mahal. He's a former WWE guy. He fought Masada.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm trying to think. God. It's like
Masada's
a lot of it.
A pretty big guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, dude's badass. Oh God, I'm just brain farting. Anyway, on with the show.
It's okay. It's all right. It's cool. Like whenever we're at stuff like that,
they did a Hall of Fame for Nick Cage, if you know him.
Oh yeah,
the deathmatch wrestling alumni. So they gave him a Hall of Fame inductee and put a banner on the wall for him.
Okay, nice.
10 bell salute for Sabu.
Oh yeah, that's appropriate. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, still can't believe he's gone. That's a tough one. Mr. Rosario in the chat, who is a member of the squad. You can go to the main page of the YouTube and become a member and help support the cause, help support the podcast. We thank all our members. It's a great way to help the show. Some people do it in one way during the live chats. Some do it just as a monthly donation. It's all appreciated and it's all love. We thank you very much. So, and go check out some merch. Check out the merch pages. Those are in the bottom of the description, I believe. Go check those out. And all right, let's dive into tonight's show. Get rid of this. I'm just going through my tabs.
Yeah, it was good seeing Bill. Bill's always a delight to see at a wrestling show.
He is. Bill's great. I miss him.
Bill and Dave.
I was spoiled. Was it last summer or the summer before? I saw him several times in Chicago. I was very spoiled. So we'll see him again.
Sure.
They'll come back.
Yeah. If there's a show, I'm sure Bill will be there, even if he's like a Obi-Wan Kenobi holographic, whatever.
There you go. All right. Flip this over here. All right. So this is for the June 5th. God, the year's like half over. It's crazy.
Wait, can I answer this question really quick?
Yeah. What's up? Which one?
From Mir. Mir goes, Alicia, I love the background. Where did you get that couch from? And I would like to say I paid $75 for this at the Habitat for Humanity.
Oh, nice.
Perfectly good condition. Although my cat tore it to shreds, so we're tossing it in the move.
Oh no!
And I bought a marvelous Chase Lounge L-shaped sectional that also pulls out into a queen size bed. So,
ooh,
yes, it's only $799. It's a steal.
That is for something like that goes like around the room or whatever, or curves around like that.
Well, it doesn't curve; it's L-shaped, so it's
no. I mean,
right.
Anything that goes like along one wall and across another one.
Right, I feel you.
Big stuff. Yeah. I got one right on the other side of my shelving unit here that's takes up half the room. It's awesome. It's nice. It's very nice it's too cozy. The second I'm on it, I'm just out like a light. My wife, throws pillows at me. Wake up.
I'm just resting my eyes.
Right.
That always happens to me. I fall asleep too. And my husband's like, "Babe, you want to go to sleep?" I'm like, "No, I'm awake. I'm just resting my eyes."
Except I snore.
Me too.
I peel paint off the wall. It's like
a window rattler, huh?
Oh yeah. That's
good.
A foundation shaker. That's me. That's
level 5 earthquake.
Yes. Huh? Yeah. Take cover, folks. Take cover. Papa Bones taking a nap. All right. Let's
the show, that thing.
Let's get into that. But yeah.
About that.
Support your local Habitat for Humanity.
Oh yeah, Habitat's awesome. It's dope, and if you have one nearby, definitely go and support it because it's cool. You can find some good stuff.
Yeah, we got a few around here. We've picked up some pieces. Good stuff.
We have like a Habitat for Humanity, and then we have so it's like furniture and decor and stuff, and then there's another different store across town that's it's like clothes and stuff. So more like a Salvation Army.
Yeah, or like a Goodwill or whatever. Yeah. There you go. Goodwill. Good stuff. All right. So we're starting out here with some knockouts action. Lots of knockouts in this episode. Great to see.
Every episode.
Yes. Yeah. It's rare that we see like no knockouts, but when it does happen, you could like the show's off,
Abundance is best.
Absolutely. We got one of the newest TNA knockouts in the division. We got Indi Hartwell facing off against Tasha Steelz. Now, I feel like we talked about this last week a bit because after the match, things got we'll just say uncomfortable to watch. But let's start out with the match itself. Alicia, what did you think of the match?
I thought the match was good. It was one of those ones where it could have been any game because, of course, Tasha's always on top of her opponent. You know what I mean? So she's always a threat to be dealt with. Unfortunately, she did get the loss due to a little miscommunication and maybe a little moral standing. Which thank God, because the storyline, wow. I feel like I'm at a loss for words when it comes to that, but
no, I hear you. And we talked about that last week.
Yes.
It is uncomfortable because it happened again. Well, it started with Daniel Spencer, and it's like, oh, he roughed up the ref, and then he went over to Tasha, and Tasha's like backing up. She's scared because the look on his face is, it's like
Well,
brutal.
because yeah,
and then he shoved her down to the corner, and it was like, jeez.
Yeah.
Well, it was nice to see was Jason Hotch immediately got in the ring and got in Ali's face.
Yeah.
So they're building something here.
Well, I don't know if you noticed during the actual match, where the miscommunication happened is they wanted this gentleman to attack Indi, and he was like, "Yeah, that's not happening."
See, I missed that.
Oh, okay, yeah. So they were in the corner and having a little powwow, and Indi was able to kind of just like skirt out because he was resistant. Like, I'm not doing that. That's not happening. When the other two were encouraging him to go after, cheap shots outside of the ring, to help Tasha get the win. And so Indi gets the win because of that. She, like banks on the distraction.
So they wanted Jason Hotch to do that?
Yeah, because they were, that's like normal when your team's on the outside. It doesn't matter. You always get a cheap shot when someone's in the corner. You see Iceman doing it all the time. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I'm just thinking specifically because he was the one that jumped in the ring immediately after.
Well, because and that's what led to when Mustafa was doing this to Tasha is he's the first one to stand in and get in his face and be like, what the fuck? I can only imagine in my mind the conversation would be, what the fuck is that what we're doing here now? Like just attacking women? Yeah. Like it's a little fucking weird. Like again, this sometimes I gotta question storylines and whatever.
Yeah. It's rare when it happens.
Sorry, I'm a woman, guys.
Yeah. No, I feel the same way. It's like there's some things in wrestling that like because that's what wrestling is about. You rough each other up for the cause, and
it's one thing in a match. We get the matches. I don't mind intergender because I get it, you know what I mean? But like this somehow is skirting something that kind of goes beyond that, and I don't love it.
Right.
Like it's a little too real and I don't love it. Like
there's plenty of times we see someone is up on an apron. Someone runs across the ring, accidentally bumps into someone falls off the apron to the floor. We see that a million times.
Right.
Whether it's girls hitting guys hitting girls, or guy, girl, whatever. We see it all the time. Someone, oh my God, they hit the floor. Oh, and then it's like, whatever. They breeze over it, and we kind of chuckle about it. But this is like specifically going after someone. It is with a purpose, and that's what makes
there's a target in you know what I mean? It's like it's not like he's acting like that towards anybody else in the group, just the woman. And it's weird.
Yeah. Well, now he's having a match against Jason Hotch because of what Jason Hotch did after the match. So there's that, but it still doesn't make it any better. You know what I mean?
Again, it's like I'm glad in some sense we have the story, like someone has enough morality in the story that it doesn't get too skewed and muddied, but it's again.
Yeah.
I always feel if you're going to go in the directions of things, you got to handle certain topics with kid gloves. I also feel like this when they do the drug and alcohol shit with people who have had issues in the past. I feel like it's one thing to do it if you're going to handle it responsibly, but if you're just going to do it for like cheap views or, I don't know, virality or something, then you kind of got to question, well, what is entertainment anymore?
Right, because they did that with Ali and Santana, which is,
Well, and they've done it in the past too. It's like how many times did WWE with Jeff Hardy bring up the fact that he's got alcoholism, and then it's just it's like
and what WCW did decades ago to Scott Hall. It was ugly. And I didn't like it
Well,
back then
anything
either.
in the 90s was fucking dog shit. I'm sorry.
It's
Everybody's
right.
like, "Oh, the Attitude Era." I lived through the Attitude Era. It wasn't as great as we like to pretend it was.
Right. I mean, I think there was some great wrestling, but some of the storylines surrounding stuff was crazy. Yeah.
Dog shit.
Yeah.
Drizzling shits. Anyway, so yeah, now that we've pretty much talked this to the seriousness of it all, yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, so that is part of the Against All Odds card that was added. It's going to be Ali versus Jason Hotch. So we're looking forward to that because I feel like you knew that Jason Hotch was going to be a breakout star at some point. We just had to get through whatever, to get through this. And if this is it, hell yeah, I'm excited to see what's on the end of it. So we'll see. All right. So then there's the segment backstage, very uncomfortable. Ali's talking about how he's gonna handle this with Jason and makes the match. X Division title on the line next. Eric Young and his crew, Northern Armory, in some new. It was kind of dark. I couldn't really see what because they used to be wearing like white masks. Now they were wearing some dark stuff. I don't know what they were wearing. The lights were going all over the place.
Bunch of witches, Canadian witches.
There you go. She figured it out. Facing the X Division champion Moose, and he's got JDC with him. And this was a fun match. I felt like it. Go ahead.
Fun as in for not so fun for Moose, but fun for every Canadian fan in the building because you got to sing your national anthem while Eric Young stepped on Moose's
junk.
Moose tracks.
Moose tracks. There we go.
I'm trying to be PG here.
Stepping on the moose tracks for like God, it was like a half a minute. And
snowshoeing on them moose tracks.
Oof. And I don't know how the hell he was. I don't know how the hell he was walking after that because that just looked painful.
I think his voice went up an octave. I'm not gonna lie.
His wife is going to get a kick out of that. He's going to go home to his wife and he's going to be, hey, she's going to be like, why do you sound like Michael Jackson?
That's nonsense.
That's right. Why are you walking funny? Well, because every time in the past, usually Eric Young's standing there for about, I'd say 10 seconds max. This went on and on and
he
on.
He got through most of the song.
Right. Yeah. And, like however long that anthem is.
And what bothered me the most is how easily I think that referee was deliberately distracted. Like he chose to just pretend that he didn't see that.
Well, JDC just was not helping the situation.
Well, he was distracted by both ringside crews. So yeah. But I think it was like a deliberate choice is that I don't want to stop what's happening behind me. So I'm just going to act like these guys are distracting me, but nothing's really going on to be distracted by. So I'm just going to act like Eric Young isn't singing "Oh Canada" at the top of his lungs for some reason.
I hear nothing.
He's just silent.
I hear nothing at all.
He couldn't even get a sound out. He was in so much pain.
Just wincing upside down.
It's just that quiet scream, like when your mom backhands you unexpectedly in the car when you're a kid, stops you mid tantrum.
Right. You just shock and goosebumps. All right. Fun match. I'm like, if anyone's gonna beat Moose, it's got to be Eric Young. No, Eric Young did not get the title. Darn close, darn close.
Well, he hits. I missed this part. So apparently, he threw a temper tantrum and hit someone in the fans.
There was a fan. There was a fan ringside, and it's like Eric and the crew. They're just kind of stewing at ringside, kind of like, you know, hands on the hips, just like, I can't believe I lost. You know, just one of those things, kind of just shaking his head. And there's a fan like, hey, high five me.
I still love you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just because
it's still real to me. God damn it!
It's a Canadian. It's a Canadian fan welcoming Eric Young.
Oh, it's the Northern Armory. They'll give me some love because we're Canadians.
Right.
So nice.
Canada, right. And I mean, maybe if he was holding up a flag, they would have been different, but or maybe it was something on the t-shirt. I don't know. But Eric grabs this guy, pounds him, brings him over the barrier, and all three just start stomping a mud hole on this guy. And there's at least a good like 10 there's a good 10 seconds before security shows up, and it's like, man, this guy's having a bad day. It's like, oh, I'm seeing one of my favorites, and then I got the sheet beat out of me.
I bet you he was delighted afterwards. Like, oh my god, it's the best moment ever. It's real. I told you it was real.
I like, my jaw's in 5 pieces and I can't walk, but it's the best day ever. Right.
Yeah. I have a question though. So like, they get fined, bunny quotes, they get fined for attacking referees. What happens when they attack fans?
It's all handled out of court. No, I don't know.
Okay, settled out of court. I gotcha.
Quietly, yeah. No, honestly, I don't know. Yeah, usually it's, you know, if it's an authority figure, if it's a referee, yeah, you usually hear the so-and-so is fined $100K or whatever. Yeah, who knows? We'll see. They'll talk about it next week, I'm sure. They'll gladly play that footage. That was a riot. Crazy. Poor guy. Next, Danny Luna talking about how what the hell is the name of her tag team? Spitfire. How Spitfire's done. She can't wait.
What did you wait? Spitfire's done with what? Each other?
Yeah, because they lost.
Oh yeah,
that was at the last.
I forgot they were doing that.
Yeah.
Well, so
I know.
It's like every time I buy a fucking t-shirt, this happens. I gotta stop doing this. I'm not buying any more merch from Impact shows. You guys are killing me. You're killing me. You're fucking killing me.
Did you buy? You bought a Spitfire.
It was like months and months ago. Whatever the last Impact at the 2300 was, like over the winter, I bought a Spitfire shirt and fucking A. It's like, okay, so let's go down the list. The Coven, Rosemary and Havoc, both versions of Rosemary and Havoc, the Death Balls, with Taya. So that counts as 3.
There you go.
And Spitfire. I'm sure I've got another one floating around. That's the way of the God piece, isn't it?
Just do me a favor, Alicia. Don't buy any Hardy's merch, please.
Oh, you're fine. I have no intention of ever doing that.
Okay. All right. Okay. She said,
but yeah, what was it like? Adam Sandler and the Wedding Singers. Like, now get out of my Van Halen t-shirt before something terrible happens and the band breaks up.
Right?
Jeez, sorry guys, it's my fault.
I'm waiting for someone to say it in the chat. No one has said it yet.
What are you anticipating?
Someone always says the TNI curse.
Oh, is that we have a thing?
Yeah.
Maybe I missed that.
It's the curse. It's been going on for years. It'll pop up for little things. All of a sudden, someone will say, "Oh, there's the curse." And then
I wouldn't say it's a curse. It's just, damn it, Alicia, I'm not buying. Don't buy any more merch. Just don't do it.
Right. Just buy if you're gonna buy anything, buy like just like
a logo. Just buy a brand logo.
Right. Right. Yeah. Something like that. Buy a card set. That way you're not, nailing anyone in particular. You're just, yeah, there you go. Buy some sweatpants. There you go.
They make sweatpants? Are they good? You got a pair? How would you recommend?
Well, they got a lot of different stuff. They look cozy.
I'm picky about shit like that, though.
Yeah, I hear you.
Anyway.
Danny Luna says she can't wait to show us what she can do solo. So there you go. Joe Hendry talking about how he had to take some time, think about what happened, losing the title, and Kaz goes, this never would have happened if I was champion. And he's just ridiculing him. And apparently now Joe Hendry and the uncrowned king of TNA, Frankie Kazarian, have a match at Against All Odds. So there you go. That beef just rolls on.
It's funny about this part. Kazarian, my husband goes, who does he remind me of? Why does he look familiar? And I'm like, well, are you like thinking of someone? And I'm like, just throwing out names. I'm like, Nick Gage. And he's like, maybe more like Elvis. I'm like, there it is.
Yes. Yep. The rock star. Yeah.
Yeah, he's looking like a 70s Elvis.
Yeah. He's got the scarf, he's got the leather jacket, he's got the swag, he's got the shades. Yeah, there you go. A modern day Elvis. All right. Next, more knockouts action. We got Heather and M. I'm still not over this M stuff, Alicia. Just call her Margaret or something, like Marjorie. Yeah. If you're gonna just shorten her name, just give her something more fancier sounding. Right. But not multitude. There's other M names out there. I just can't.
Even May.
Mildred. Actually, Mildred would be great because it's a throwback.
No,
I'm saying to like the movie that just came out.
Yes, I understand that. But one, no association. And two, it's not that kind of group.
Well, no.
They so me and my husband were talking about this as well. How the By Elegance brand is just the modern version of the Beautiful People.
Okay.
And so it's like they want pretty and elegant sounding names like Ash, Heather, and then Mildred. Sound that out, buddy. Ash, Heather, and Mildred. Just rolls off the tongue, buddy.
Maybe not my wisest suggestion.
That's what I said. Instead of calling her Maggie, just call her May. It's simple. It's not as. Why are we going off on this? Anyway,
May. Yeah.
Just May.
Yeah, May. Perfect. May. But yeah, so they're in a tag team here. Versus Myla Grace and Harley Hudson. And I tell you, I'm digging the Myla Grace Myla Grace and Harley Hudson. I'm digging the team. I know they were kind of like thrown together because they're both new and they're both from the UK. But I like it. It's working. And they need more teams anyway, so why not? You know?
I mean, they just got rid of another team, so of course they're going to need more teams.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. So, but yeah, what'd you think of this Knockouts tag match?
I thought it was a good match. I thought it was a fun match. Of course, shenanigans by the Elegance brand. Shenanigans by Elegance.
What? What?
But it's good. You know, I feel like, you know, even though they're a new team, and I know it's like often expected that the new team has to get all the wins right away to make themselves valid. I think this like helps build them up, familiarize the crowd with them without taking away anything with a loss. Does that make any sense?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like they're fresh, they got a good look to them, they got charisma. Could use a little bit of character build, but you know that's why they're here, and they're, you know, I'm excited to see how they expand in TNA.
Oh yeah, and grow and evolve, and yeah,
it's like they just got here, so let's give them some breathing room. But I think the way that they're doing it by like just bringing them right in and not having them do squash matches with people nobody knows and just getting them acquainted with the actual roster members, brilliant. I love to see it.
Right. Yeah, and it's
because that squash shit is so overplayed.
And they said, it's they went against one half of the Knockouts tag team title holders.
Yes.
So Heather and M. Heather's the one half. And
May. I'm calling her May. Screw that. I don't care, Impact, TNA. You hear me? Her name is May by Elegance now, not May. M. May.
You heard it here.
And if you want to get real classy, we'll do 2 M's in May. May by Elegance. May by Elegance.
See, and that would be like a good, like, you know, they're talking about like product placement. It's like, okay, well, that's good for like a lip gloss.
Yeah, or like a what do they eat? Diet cupcakes or something? Muffins. What do hot girls eat, guys? Does anybody know?
Hot girls eat chicken and broccoli,
edamame,
and like no carbs and like three little things of rice. I don't know.
I'm sure.
I don't know. I suppose there's a difference between hot girls and models. Models eat just cans of straight tuna. So I don't know.
I don't know any of this.
I'll ask my daughter. She does their hair. I'll ask her sometime.
Sure.
Be like, you do models' hair. What do they eat? What do you guys talk about when you're doing their hair? Like where did you go?
Oh yeah, I love that finisher for May and May by Elegance. But
I had a sprig of broccoli for lunch. All right. So this is what blew me away. May, there you go. May by Elegance.
May by Elegance.
I didn't right off the bat. I didn't do it right. I'm sorry. May by Elegance. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. Her moonsault was awesome. She has a great moonsault. Great finish.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I got.
She's very talented.
She is. Yeah. And I don't know what I must have missed like matches that she had on Explosion before. You know, like I'll admit I don't watch much Explosion unless there's like, ooh, that person's on there. I gotta check this out. You know, I just haven't watched a lot. So I should go back and probably watch just to see what she does in the ring. So we'll see. We got the injury report sponsored by BioFlex or whatever the hell it's called. Tessa Blanchard still dealing with jaw issues from her TMJ from the slap.
That sucks.
The slap hurt around the world. And so hopefully she'll be back soon. She's got to get cleared. Matt Cardona banged up at his match versus Macklin, but no actual injuries, so he should be, whenever he's ready to go again, he should be fine. It shouldn't be a big wait, so that's good news. All right, now by the way, this promo that went on before the Monsters Ball match that kind of like summed up this ongoing feud between Rosemary and Zaya Brookside, I actually liked that. That was good. Well done. So yeah, Monsters Ball match, Rosemary, Zaya Brookside. What you got, Alicia? What do you think? Uh-oh.
It wasn't great. It's like well, you know me, the past couple of weeks, I feel like this storyline, normally Rosemary is peak entertainment for me, and this storyline has just been falling flat only because I feel like there's no real vision for it. And after a Monsters Ball, I feel like we still have no outcome. Like what is the reason for any of it? And she's just mad that it's like, okay, so I compare it to like Josh Alexander turning heel, and all he had to do was kick someone in the balls, and suddenly it was this bad motherfucker. Whereas now Zaya Brookside, it hit someone with a belt, and suddenly she's a bad motherfucker. Is that where we're going with this? I'm confused.
Because, how do I say this? Because Rosemary has pushed Zaya Brookside to do things she's not comfortable doing. And it's starting to bother her. Like she's coming down to the ring, and she's like, I can't believe I'm doing this. It's like affecting her mentally. It's pulling her to some place she doesn't want to go to.
She won, so I guess that's done.
Well, I don't think it's going to be done, because Rosemary said that okay, so if you go back and watch the promo prior to the match, this is where I'm pulling this from. She said where this is going is going to be doomsday.
Who said this?
Rosemary said this.
When?
During this promo.
Oh, okay.
They're showing both, go back and forth, commentary. They're just showing clips over this promo, okay, that Rosemary's talking. And she's saying it's going to be doomsday. So I'm wondering if it basically sounds like she's trying to seduce her Zaya Brookside to the dark side. And
okay, so Zaya thinks she won, but she's like corrupted. There's a corruption taking place. I guess maybe it's just falling flat for me for other reasons. I'm not really sure.
I feel like there's a storyline with the character for Zaya Brookside, like they're trying to push her to like some uncomfortable place.
I get it, but the pacing feels off, and I think it's just because, again, there seems to be nothing's really happening from week to week with it. It's just these slight, and I feel like, again, when you deal with Rosemary storylines, you have to allow room for a little more creativity than just a basic A to B storytelling. Yeah. You have to kind of cross and form a pentagram.
Right.
Light your candles. Oh, sorry. Wrong show. Sorry.
No, it's all right. Right. There's something's going to and I don't feel for a Monsters Ball match, this was pretty PG.
It was tame. Maybe that's why I'm like, oh God.
Yeah.
Like, and now it's Billy Badass over here because she won a Monsters Ball, but no, okay.
It was very slow paced, but I felt
she's the sweetest Billy Badass I think I've ever seen.
Yeah. I mean, her hair was pretty frazzled at the end, if it counts for anything.
Well, I mean, it was a Monsters Ball match, so. I kudos to anybody who just wrestles with their hair down at all. It's like, especially these girls with the long hair, like Indi Hartwell in the beginning, hair's long enough. Isn't that getting caught in your armpits and like you have to like move weird because you got caught? Like,
you gotta like flick the hair a certain way before you pull a move off. Yeah, I don't know.
I guess.
But yeah, so this, like I said, I don't think this is done, and I know this has been ongoing for a while, and I feel like Lei Ying Lee has been a part of this too, but she hasn't. So there's
yeah. Well, it's separating because now they're doing other stuff with her by putting her in with Masha.
Right, she's got a title shot with Masha. Right, yeah, and I think that's just that's kind of one of those matches where. There's no good guy. There's no bad guy. We're just going to see a damn good wrestling match, you know?
I just want real creativity. If you're going to, if storyline, why not storyline?
Yeah.
Why not? It's TNA. Like, I've seen people die. Like, what do you mean you can't get more than this?
Little Ricky or whatever the hell the one.
Little Ricky, that guy during the first ever Hardy's Invitational where Abyss crushed the guy's head with a rock. Sue Young. I can keep going. There's been a lot of murder.
Oh yeah. So yeah, we'll see. I totally get it. There's stuff I've seen in the chat reacting to things during the show where I never thought I'd see certain people like not necessarily turn on the brand, but they're not feeling what's going on.
Well,
there is a little, what's going on here, you know?
Yeah, because it's feeling a little not like itself lately, if you get my drift.
Yeah. And then that could be I'm gonna
it's not itself, guys. I don't know how to tell you. Right. Impact TNA today is not what it was a year ago. And it's not what it was 2 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago.
You've got a lot of different moving
all
parts.
New heads, right? New people at the head front, and they're working with WWE. It's just it is what it is.
Right. And it's not going to be perfect. They're doing their best, and it's overall big picture is for the betterment of the company, and there's going to be bumps in the road along the way.
I think it's the ultimate at the end of the day is you're seeing more seats and bigger venues for this company, and that's where it starts.
Yeah. That's the most important part of it. You got to put butts in seats. If they were trying to like expand and nobody was showing up for these changes, then okay, what are we doing wrong? You know, but people are showing up for it, and it's great to see. So yeah, there's not everyone's gonna like the packages. Not everyone's gonna like the matches. Not everyone's gonna like.
Well, that's your
the evolution. So
yeah. That's the beautiful thing is you can like it, you can hate it and pretend to like it, or you can like it and pretend to hate it. But either way,
yeah, and we're talking about it either way, so it's all good. You know, it's not like we, oh man, screw this, we ain't doing this no more. You know, it's like no, we're talking about it. You know, let's keep it in the discussion and see where it goes.
Yes.
All right. Rascals are in the treehouse doing treehouse stuff. They are
It's been a while.
It has been. Yeah. But they know what they're doing. They know they know how to create the smoke.
Sure, Jan.
And they'll be facing off against the Nemeth brothers, the tag team champions at Against All Odds. So we're looking forward to that. Highlights from NXT. Now this was I was looking forward to this because I watched NXT and it was pretty wild. The championship match between Santana and Trick Williams. Damn good match. Did I think Santana was going to win? No, because it's way too soon. And Elijah was in the audience. And he was basically just watching to see who was going to win because whoever was going to win this match at this episode of TNA, he's going to wrestle them at Against All Odds. So Excuse me. So Elijah is going to face Trick Williams at Against All Odds. And we'll see what happens. You know, maybe Elijah will pull it off, but I don't know. I feel like there's got to be a bigger build-up to something. Right now we're just getting matches, but that's okay. You know, Trick NA is at least defending the title, whether we like him or not.
I won't be satisfied, hi baby, until sorry, it's my husband. Until we get one of their belts. And I think I said this in the chat, not necessarily in on the show or whatever, but I think this will progress to something where it's almost like a capture the flag or like a war games between the brands, where it's just like hot potatoing please, for the love of God, hot potato the goddamn titles. Please.
Yeah.
I know we love the idea of long term, but it's so stale. Everybody's long term. Hey, Ash.
Ash, hello. Good evening. Long time no see. Hope you're well. Yeah. The era of, I mean, I love Josh Alexander as champion, but the year-long thing was like, no.
But the thing is they've done that with every champion, is keep them belted as long as humanly possible, and it gets stale. And I feel this with any long-term champion. Once in a while, cool, that makes sense. But when you do it every champion, it loses meaning.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes you need to just, jeopardize it and make things a little exciting here and there and do the fluke wins.
Right.
You remember when the underdog gets the belt one night and loses it the next week, but shit, for that one moment, that underdog won that belt and it was so special. I feel like things don't mean anything anymore.
Yeah.
Like the buildup is for it's like trying to gain a nostalgia, but for something that has no value because they don't give anything value.
Right. Yeah. Totally.
It feels empty. Sorry, guys. I'm a negative Nancy. I can't help it, but I have to be critical because I have to watch this every week.
No, it's constructive criticism. You're not just being like, I hate this and I hate that.
I don't hate anything.
Right. Yeah. You're talking about it. You're like, hey, I'm not digging this, and this is why. You know, you're not just, this sucks, next subject. You know, like I said, we're discussing it. It's good.
Because also I feel like you give value to your big players on your roster when the belt changes hands. Otherwise, you have a roster of a champion and then a bunch of guys who can't beat him. And then you got to bring in a new person to maybe win the belt.
To shake things up. And then they go back. Right. Because that's what happened when like Kenny Omega won the championship. He went through so many people. And then it took what I don't think a lot of people liked either. It was someone from the same company, but who has TNA ties to get the title back. And then Josh Alexander beat him, which was like, what are we doing here? Yeah, it's I like the shake up. I appreciated the fact that Trick beat him. And I know a lot of people don't like it. And I'm okay with that. You know,
they won't like it till the payback.
Right. And that's fine. You know, it's just I like a good shakeup, and I feel like TNA hasn't had a good shakeup in a while. So when Trick won, I was like, whoa, they pulled it off.
I didn't anticipate that. So I definitely was surprised. I didn't watch it, but when I saw the reels the next day, I was like, okay, wow.
Yeah. So but with the big thing here between Santana and Trick was First Class got involved. They screwed Santana because Santana was pretty close to getting it.
Yeah, he would have got that if it wasn't for the shenanigans.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then, you know, they got Elijah all fired up. They, broke his guitar. And so that, that made it move personal now. You know, you took something of mine. Now I'm going to take something of yours. I'm going to take your title. So we'll see. I'm not really rooting either way. I'm looking forward to Elijah going after the title. We'll see what happens. We get a Lei Ying Lee promo. A lot of promos tonight, but that's okay. It's all build up for tomorrow night. We got a Santino promo talking about how he wants to beat Robert Stone, and he threw the crowd off, and then he even threw me off for a second because he kept talking about how he wanted to step down, but he was saying basically he finally completed his thought. And he's like, I'm stepping down from my role as director of authority so I can become a wrestler one more night and kick your ass. And, he got all fired up, and then, it was cool. So, then that's the trick on the, or I should say stipulation on the match. If Santino wins, he stays director for authority. If Robert Stone wins, he becomes the new sheriff in town. So
we all know how this is going to end.
Robert Stone's going to be crying and smearing his horrible spray on tan.
So I feel like the dead giveaway was Santino talking about how he missed his kids growing up and like they're full adults now and stuff like that. And, and it's like, oh, he's going to win. Like, all right. Yeah.
But you see your kids it's like you always see your kids at the tapings. How are you missing your kids? Or at least, I don't know how many kids he has, but at least Ariana Grace is part of this whole shebang right now. So
when she's not giving Tessa Blanchard TMJ.
Yeah, right.
Damn. I don't know where, but wow, why have they not been putting that girl in a wrestling position?
Well, they had her lose a match on NXT. So,
but why isn't she wrestling? Are they blind? Are they?
I'm gonna guess that
she's better than a lot of people, and they're just not utilizing her like that.
I'm gonna guess that she had an underlying injury.
Oh, okay, possibly. That would make sense then.
And they were they were trying to use her to like, okay, if we can't do this with you, let's at least keep you in front of the camera and develop your character and whatever, That's my guess. I haven't really heard, but that's what makes sense.
Either way, man.
Yeah.
Let's put some belts on her, okay?
Right. Well, yeah. The girl that beat her is a girl straight out of, what did she win, the LFG reality show competition?
I have no idea what that is.
That is something that was on the channel A&E on Sunday nights. And they had
I don't have cable.
Well, shit. All right. Well, you know these names: Bully Ray, Undertaker, Mickey James.
So Tough Enough.
Basically, another form of it. Yeah. So, whoever won the competition, according to the judges, got a spot in NXT. So. So, and that the one girl who won beat Ariana Grace in the ring. So, but that's also, honestly, I look at that also as it's not just a loss for Ariana Grace. It's a feather in her hat that they trust her to wrestle someone new that doesn't have as much experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To make it look entertaining, stay safe, all that.
Amazing.
I'd say
anybody who goes in a stiff match against Tessa Blanchard like that, wow, holy shit!
Give it back to her a little bit.
Well, it's like you get deceived by the character because again, I don't watch NXT, so I don't know anything about her or whatever. This is all learning through her being here through the program.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, she's like this really sweet, ditzy, cheery cupcake, and then you see her in the ring and she's like, what? Where have you been hiding?
Right.
They got to utilize. They can. Wow, she's a star in the making. I mark my words.
She is.
If they don't, they're smoking crack. If they don't do anything extraordinary with her,
I think it'll happen. It's just going to take time because you've got to.
well, I'm impatient. I said now, yesterday, last month,
5 minutes ago.
Let's fucking go. No, I'm kidding. But really, I wish her the best.
It's just weird because she's got this bubbly, innocent little.
Well, she's capable of doing character work, and that's
right, and that's great.
Important.
But when you have such a kick-ass, you know, it's like two opposites, you know, ends of the spectrum. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Masha promo I wrote down. As obviously she's facing Lei Ying Lee, defending her title. Looking forward to that. And then the main event, we get the Nemeths and Kaz versus Matt Hardy, Leon Slater, and Mike Santana. And this was a lot of fun. Shoot, I didn't
have any money bets going for this match. It's just a fun match to watch at the end of the night.
Right. Yeah. And okay, Matt Hardy's team won. I didn't circle it on my sheet, so I had to quick look at my results. So I'm not completely lost.
according to the win-loss record between this rivalry, yes, the Hardys and Leon Slater won.
Yeah. Mereditham says Ariana will never be glamorous like Mariah May.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe she wants to be the best friend ambassador of NXT, Ariana Grace.
There you go.
And Mariah May can be as glamorous as she wants to be because she's the only one who wants to be glamorous.
If you don't know who that is,
glamorous is such an overplayed gimmick too. By the way, it's like,
yeah.
Now she's the one I'm wondering whose gimmick she's.
She came straight over from AEW.
And we know their creative is not good.
No, but she had a hell of a feud against.
Sorry, guys, you were thinking it. I just said it.
It's said every single week on my other show that I help run with the Ramblers. We talk about AEW, and it's always. Like, we don't want the brand to go away. We just want it to be better. We say that every single fucking week. So, yeah, it is what it is. Like the wrestling, decent. Storylines, poop. You know?
Well, because me and my husband were talking about this, and we decided upon how AEW is basically, it's not for storylines, it's not for anything. It's just for matches that Tony Khan wants to see.
Yeah.
Like Tony Khan is writing for himself,
exactly,
for his entertainment, for his current favorites, and
his action
then he's
figures.
Just got a roster full of bench warmers, and that's cool because they're getting paid regardless. So, you know, whatever, heal up. Spitting facts. It's not so much spitting facts as that I have no filter and don't really care if people like what I have to say. I just feel like we can have a discussion from it.
Yeah.
I like to have a little controversy.
That's all right.
And do a little scrolling.
That's all right. It's all good. It's all good. So, yeah, well-rounded show. Lots of knockouts. We got tag team action. We got a monsters ball with the knockouts. What more could you ask?
It feels like the only monster balls we've done have been with the knockouts because it's become Rosemary's signature match.
Well, she gets the monsters ball, and Callahan gets the barbed wire bloody massacre or whatever the hell it's called. So, does that make sense? I don't know. it seems like that's the way that's going.
Yeah.
Or maybe they trade off. I don't know. But they both do it pretty well. I'm okay with it. Tonight it just felt a little slower, I think. So, but yeah, any other last minute thoughts, Alicia?
No.
No? Okay. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. Make sure you all check out the description for the links that we talked about earlier. Go check out the merch shop if you want to help out those that we're promoting for the GoFundMe's. Chris Bay is in there also with what's his name? Joe Cannonball, I believe.
Jeff Cannonball.
Is that what I apologize. Yes. Jeff Cannonball in his fight against ALS. That sucks. So and like I said, if you can't donate, share the link because you never know who's going to see it and donate. So yeah, much love everyone. On your way out, you folks know what to do. Smash that like button, smash that sub button, ring that bell for notifications. Why? So that you know when our content is going to hit your screen. Good night all, and good night Bill, wherever you are. Safe travels to you, and we'll get the review. He probably is. He probably passed out at his desk. But you'll see him on the show tomorrow. And we'll get the review out as soon as we can. We'll see you soon. Much love. Bye. Good night.